When I went to Nicaragua earlier this year, I was very confident in my ability to learn how to surf. My focus was simple, accumulating as many hours of focused practice surfing as I could, while also continuing to build the rest of my movement practice. I convinced my friend Leela to teach me the basics. She showed me how to paddle, pop up, where to place my feet, taught me about reading the waves and the turtle roll. Then we went out to the water. She gave me a push into the whitewater waves, basically the easy ones. I stood up on the board and caught 5 in a row. Then I did the next 5 on my own. Success. Leela goes off to the big break. I surf one more, then figure, what the hell? I'm not afraid of those waves, and I want to hang out with my friends and learn from what they do. I proceed to get smashed relentlessly for the next 45 minutes before calling it quits. I wasn't even able to paddle out to the break. A month goes by, and I want to be clear, I made a lot of progress. I went from not being able to paddle out the Penga to doing it consistently in under 15 minutes. But by the end of that month, I had found the man who the local surfers told me was the best teacher in the area, John Springfield. So at the beginning of the second month, I started training with John. I swear to God, I made more progress in the first 3 sessions with John than I did in the first 3 weeks on my own. He helped me learn to read the waves, time the waves, refine my pop-up paddling technique, weight shifting, modify my stance, turn, and how to adjust based on where I was in the wave. He pushed me into the green waves and taught me where to be, allowing me to get much more volume and practice density on the real thing than I could on my own. Every session with John was a barrage of details and cues. Even for me, each of those details would have taken me many, many times longer to figure out on my own if I even ever did. There's a concept in protein folding that parallels this, and I've been dying to teach you about it for years. So bear with me, it's science time. The proteins in your body are long chains of amino acids, and when they're produced, they immediately start to fold into certain shapes. These shapes are very important because they determine whether the protein is going to be healthy and active, useless, or in some cases, start destroying your brain. Each protein can fold into many different shapes. So there's a concept of an entropy map to visualize the different states a protein can fold into. Lower on the map is a lower energy state. These are more stable and the protein will stay in those shapes longer. Imagine you roll a tiny marble into this entropy map. It would want to go straight to the bottom where it's most stable, but often it would get stuck in these other pockets called local minima, sometimes forever. This is how I often think about technique. Higher energy on the map are techniques that are high effort, low output, and lower on the map are low effort, highly effective techniques. Training on your own is like rolling your marble into this map in the dark, shaking it around every once in a while, and hoping for the best. Now, this is the greatest hack in the movement world. Some people may work really, really hard and get lucky, but the vast majority of us will improve so much faster and go so much farther with a teacher, especially a great one. Having a great teacher is like having someone turn the lights on, telling you and showing you where to go on that map and how to get there. And even if you're a movement god like me, if you want to get really good at anything, the first and best thing you can do is find a great teacher to learn from. Subscribe.